It's been a while. I've been off doing my little minutes, and Latonya's been off writing her book, and finally I tied her up and made her get in front of the camera with me again.
Yeah,
I
it's
look much
time.
better when she's with me.
So there's an article that we wanted to talk about.
Yes, what's the name of the article again?
I married a man that I was not attracted to.
I married a man that I was not attracted to. Let me just say the reason why I put it up. Now, I'm not trying to tell women what to do. Everybody has their own journey, has to figure this out for themselves. But in my casual observance, it just feels like when I look at all of the single people out there, and then, look, men are also guilty of this as well, okay? But when I see the women who are just hunkering for marriage and for good men, it just feels like some guys are being unfairly banished to the friend zone without any chance of them getting back in unless they've done something stupid.
Yeah.
It's all for reasons like, well, you're not 6'4", you're not, 6 digits in your income,
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to you, you don't run track, whatever.
Well, in the story, the girl, she broke it down very plainly how he didn't have, hers was all physical. He just didn't look the way she wanted him to. It's not what she was attracted to. Now, we all have our types, okay?
Am I your type?
Let's
Never
finish
mind.
this thing. We all have our types. Some of us prefer, this or that, short or tall, wide, skinny, all this stuff, light or dark.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have our preference, what we really like. I know that. And because like me, I think the only preference in me that has never changed is I don't want a skinny man. I can't stand skinny.
Oh, I'm so fat now. I'm so
Probably.
fat. Yeah, she fats me up. She
But,
really does.
And so in this lady's article, she was saying how she just wasn't attracted to this guy. And he was sweet. He was kind. She just like almost instantly put him in the friend zone.
Just a good friend.
And then he was like, oh, I'm okay with that. But he hung around and he treated her sweet and nice and kind. And she really started developing feelings for him.
And she was conflicted too about it.
She was really conflicted.
She said, oh my God, but he's not this, he's not that.
Yeah, and then she was like, and when she told him about it, she was crying because she was like, I don't know why I feel this way,
I can't explain it.
Yeah, I'm not really attracted to you, but why am I falling in love with you? And the guy was like, okay.
Right.
But long story short, she married him. They have kids, a wonderful family now. And she's saying that she's glad that she did and that she's glad that he's really still her best friend. Nothing's changed. She can be herself with him. She can be vulnerable. She feels safe.
Yeah.
And that's what you should really think about.
That's what it's about.
That's the whole thing about the article. It's just like sometimes we have to put all this stuff, all that's your ego qualifications, that physical outside. Really? I mean, you have to just stop and think, okay, how long has it been since I met or been with somebody that had all of these physical attributes that I like, but I really liked them and they treated me nice and they were sweet and they were kind and they weren't jerks,
Yeah, and I think also too, because I think that our ability to see these things have to do with a level of maturity.
Yeah.
Emotional maturity, but also chronological age maturity. Once you've been banged around and hit upside the head a few times and walking on eggshells and being someone other than yourself with a few too many people, all of a sudden when you meet somebody who you can be comfortable with and be yourself with, and not feel judged just for opening up and waking up that morning for being yourself, all of a sudden those things, although are cool, the physical things you like are cool to look at, they don't fit in your life anymore. You really want to be live your life on earth in a place of peace and not so much with,
Yeah. And that's, it's so true. I can say that I have experienced that, you find, the tall, they're nice and good looking and they just ended up being a jerk. You don't know them.
I don't.
Way before your time.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just take you for instance. Seriously. I always wanted 6'4".
I'm 6'4".
Yeah, right. 6'4", 6'3".
Just
Just big bodybuilder like type that can really just, and gives you those big squeeze and bear hugs. Just envelops you all.
Envelop.
So let's just be honest, you're not that.
Dang, really?
But it didn't matter. It didn't matter once I got to know you, and
well, I have to say you're everything.
You're
everything I look for in a woman. I mean, your chocolate, your natural hair, beautiful soft lips. I like your perfect weight.
Okay.
And the way you feel in certain times.
Okay, the show will be over soon. Just hang on in there.
All of that stuff.
Anyway, the reason why we wanted to do this, we just wanted to say, ladies and men, let go of your ego-driven qualifications. Men, we know it's the first thing that you look at is our bodies, maybe our eyes, our face,
I never look at those
or whatever. But it works both ways.
Yes, it does.
So women, we have to really look further. We have to look beyond the physical attributes. Men, you need to look beyond the physical attributes. You know what? Because men,
we're
seriously,
really driven by physical stuff, though. But
I know
what
men
you mean,
are visual.
I know what you mean by that, though.
But most men that I know, they have been the happiest with someone who maybe didn't meet all of those physical specifications. She was beautiful. She had nice hair, nice face, and maybe she was a little thin. They like them curvy and voluptuous, but she was on the thin side. But the best thing that ever happened to him, and vice versa. Yeah. So you really have to start changing your mindset. It's all about shifting the mindset to really looking at the heart of somebody who can get you and let you be you. You don't have to put on airs and be fake. I mean, because usually around your friends, you let your hair down. You act silly, you act crazy, you eat a whole bunch of food and not like trying to impress a date. The man that you fall in love with and marry, you should feel that way around.
I was just saying to a friend on Facebook, and you know who you are, that you actually can control who you're attracted to, or at the very least expand onto that. And with women especially, you guys are receivers. So if you guys let people in, you let these guys in who don't really have your best interest at heart, these hunky guys with the 6'3", and they just got the nice body and all that stuff. You let them in.
They fall short in
all of a
areas.
sudden, even though you're attracted to a guy, now you have let him inside you, and I mean not just physically. I just mean in your heart, in your spirit. Now you're tied in. You're locked into that thing.
Yeah.
You can touch your center, have God show you what's best for you, and expand.
True.
What you're attracted to, at the very least, and even in some cases, stop being attracted to certain things because you know what kind of pain it brings you.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it for now.
Well, thank you for listening, and I'm working on my book. It's almost done.
It is done.
It is done.
Well, I read it.
Just going through edits.
Yeah. So anyway, this is another conversation with Carl and Latonya. Yes!
Good to be back.
I'm Carl.
And I'm Latonya.
Sure you are. Peace.
Have a great week. We love you.
Fingers.
Bye.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new, and I want to spend my whole life with you. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together.